Good morning! The day has come where we are gonna do epoxy. Here we bought quite a bit. Hopefully it will be enough. As you know, epoxy pouring is taking up a lot of epoxy. If you have clicked this video and you're thinking this is a tutorial, this is definitely not a tutorial. This is our first time even opening one of these bottles and using epoxy for the first time. So you could maybe learn from our mistakes and how not to do it. But hopefully we're gonna succeed. I watched many mistake videos and many how to do videos, so hopefully we don't make the same mistakes. We are gonna just do a coating layer for now, and then later in the evening, once this is dry, we're gonna do the pour layer, which is just gonna be tons of epoxy to pour it flush and straight. This is just a sealing layer to prevent from air bubbles after to come out and to seal in all the small holes and gaps where the epoxy could leak through quite a lot. So yeah, first thing we need to do is just need to mix these guys together really efficiently for, let's say, minimum 2 minutes. Because we don't want to underdo it. It says minimum 45 seconds. We're going to do it 2 minutes just to be sure. Because if you miss a spot and you pour or smudge on epoxy that's not mixed properly, it's just going to stay soft and never harden. This is a hardener. This is the epoxy resin itself. Both of them together make a hard glass-like surface. So we're gonna start off by mixing it.
Bucket.
So let's crack this guy open. I think we're ready. I'm gonna put gloves on. Oh, it's open already. Okay, so let's pour all of it. I think we're gonna need this for the first coat. Just get it all into there. And let's get all of this. It does smell pretty bad. So now we have 30 minutes to get it all on. So they suggest not to use a mixer because it heats it up and can harden it in some places and introduces a lot of air into epoxy, which is harder to remove after the air bubbles. So we're just going to use a stick and we're going to mix it for a good 2 minutes or something, back and forth, catching every single spot.
Just go like fast, maybe. I don't know.
No, it does. You cannot do it fast. You need to do it slowly and evenly, and keep changing directions. It says just to have it. Every single piece has hardener in it.
Oh, now I smell. Oh, now I smell.
It's pretty stinky, and this is not the best pot. This does not have a flat bottom. We have opened up windows to have a bit of draft going through, because this stuff is pretty bad to breathe in. We don't have any masks that actually help against gases, so we can't use those. The dust masks don't do anything.
But it's also not that toxic, so not to be able to open a window.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Just do it in a ventilated
deadly,
room.
It's not poisonous, but it is not healthy for you. It can give you a bit of headaches if breathe too much in. So we're gonna get it on the counter and we're gonna go outside.
Because the weather is really beautiful outside,
Yeah.
so we're lucky with that.
We have very warm weather outside, so we're gonna go outside and do some outside jobs, and then in 8 hours we're gonna come back inside and we're gonna do the next layer. We're gonna leave the windows open. We have the chimney running at fullest. It is 25 degrees in here. The more hotter, the faster the epoxy dries. It is actually, they have even written on the packaging that 80 to 100 degrees Celsius, epoxy dries in 2 hours, a coat. So that's pretty fast. Normally it dries 48 to 72 hours, depending on the size of the coat, I guess.
Okay,
I think
you have talked for a minute, so
yeah, we have done like 3 minutes of mixing, so I'm pretty sure. Look at how the wood looks, Desi. So if you want to know
Okay.
how it's gonna turn out.
Yes, because I was thinking like, should we oil it or stain it? Because yeah, okay.
That looks
Well, there
pretty
goes.
good.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
So let's get it all going, okay?
Mhm.
So let's get started. Let's start from the corner, I guess. I'm just gonna pour it on. I don't want to do too much in one place because we need it everywhere. Maybe I already start smushing it a bit because it's starting to leak everywhere. So
oh my god, smells a lot.
Yeah, that's why we're just gonna do it fast. And we're gonna get on with the next job with the day, which is outside work. Doesn't it look good?
Ooh, looks really good.
I feel like I don't have enough to do the first coat because it leaks so much in the gaps.
We have many hours later, I think around 9 or 10 or 11 hours, even later. It's already dark outside and it's 9 o'clock and we start at 11. So we have many hours later. We're doing work outside, which you probably have already seen. But now is the time to do the scary part, which is the pouring part of the epoxy. And we wanted actually to write down D and 2021 or something with a marker. Well, that's not possible anymore. So we actually found this 2020 number. We couldn't find anything else right now super fast. So we found this one. It's not the year of us making the counter, but it's the year of us buying the house. It's not that far apart, it's only a few months. So we're gonna actually put this one in. We don't need it anymore, so we'd rather put it in the counter. And we decided to put it over here.
So now it's time for the big bucket. It's the pouring time. So we have 5 times 500 ml. Hopefully that's enough. If not, we have another 6 ready to go. And maybe we use all 6. Maybe that's not even enough.
No, come on.
But it should be 6
I think that's even enough.
6 kilos should be enough. 6 liters should be enough of epoxy to fill that up. 6 liters should make quite a big layer. So hopefully this is enough.
This definitely is enough.
And then for the next counter we'll need a lot more probably than
or
6.
maybe we just make it a bit straighter.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, let's open it up. Get each of these bottles. I'm gonna just get them all out first because they are stinky.
Let the scary part begin.
I feel like this is not enough. The counter size is...
Okay, just go. Just go.
I think we maybe need something to smoosh it with. We also have to remember it leaks through places.
Where is it
It's
leaking
not
a
enough.
lot?
We need more. We need twice the amount. It's like it's raining.
So here we have science.
Science.
It looks like a science lab. It is leaking. I didn't think it's gonna leak actually.
Put the fan away so it does not get wet. Okay, so let's...
Yeah, we need to do it fast.
It looks amazing once it will be done, but
We
let's
need another 3
first
bottles.
get it done.
Yeah, we're gonna show you another 3 bottles, I think, and we'll see what's gonna happen leak down here. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it fast. So this is the countertop. We have epoxied it. We did not show you the epoxy process much because it was a giant mess and nightmare. And
It took us 3 hours
3 hours of messing around.
to mess around with it.
And we should have siliconed all the gaps for our surroundings. We didn't. We thought the tape's gonna hold it in. For some reason, you know, I thought it was really heavy liquid that does not flow that well, but it flows like crazy good, and it flows through every single small hole.
Yeah, here we had, wait, let me show you this one.
Yeah.
We didn't even know.
You
And then another place.
Feel the holes here. They never closed up. They're still open. But that's what we have to deal with. It was a bit of a nightmare, but we got over it. and it has hardened. It's mostly straight, but there is still some bumps, and there is a mess that we made here where we poured epoxy from the bottom when it was leaking a bit too late when it was already hardened.
Yeah, that was hardened, and the epoxy we put was hardened because we were messing around with 2 hours and then another hour down there.
Trying to clean up the mess because, you know, it was leaking everywhere on the floors, and it does come off the floor, so we can get rid of it, but let's not worry about that. This needs all sandpapering to be nice and smooth, so we can use it for now because, well, we don't have enough epoxy. We need to still put like another maybe 3 liters or something on top of it, I think, and then it's going to be finished. It's going to be done. It is looking really beautiful, and it's getting there. The biggest problem I think that we did is thinking that we can leave the 3D effect. You can barely see the 3D effect. It looks
You
flat.
cannot see it at all, yeah.
So that was our mistake. If we didn't do that, we would have used half the epoxy. And
half the cost,
we wouldn't
half
need
the
to
leak.
put the sides. We would just let it leak over, and it would be nice and smooth on its own. We just clean the bottoms. We're done. But now,
let me show you the layer.
you can see the mess.
It's a big layer. Like, oh, I don't know if you cannot really see like that much is the layer.
The
and
layer
it's
is
not
gigantic.
even filled up, and you don't see the 3D effect. So if you're planning to do that, you get ready to use a lot of epoxy and a lot of mess. It's not really worth it.
Yeah, so now we need to, the next time we do it, we still need to put the borders, and we need to fill it up again. So,
I'm so annoyed we didn't get it finished, but we'll learn. I told you, it's not a tutorial, it's just a mistake kind of video.
I don't know, if we maybe leave the sides open next time we do it, and just let it pour down and collect it and put it back, would that be better? Would that be the same? Or we rather just finish it off, square it on and put it on? I don't know, what's the best way of doing it, because right now, you know, it's mostly filled up, it's no longer that
Yeah,
deep.
it just has like a small layer.
Bumps, yeah, which we could even sandpaper down if we want to be fully flat. It's a hard one to decide, but yeah, it does look good. It looks pretty nice. We did get rid of most bubbles. That's why I did not get this side because
it was really hard for me.
Really hard, and
all of
far away.
that was epoxy. The plug was there, and I had to hold the plug and the fan, so I had to be like super far. The board is
It did come out pretty good though. It's not that bad.
For first time.
First time, yeah. A lot of things we learned from, and we're definitely gonna change the approach on the next big counter. Good that we didn't do that first.
Yeah, we wanted actually to do the big one first.
It's actually really nice, and we can now, not now, we need to still dry, put the sink in, and we could probably start using it for now, because it's gonna take us a while before we go to buy epoxy, before we can afford more epoxy and do the mess again. So yeah,
it's okay. I can deal with it.
We can deal with this for now. And
I'm annoyed about that though.
Yeah,
that
this
was
is a bit of a bump. Everything is smooth except that.
That was our literally our last scoop, and I'm so annoyed.
It was a bit of a mess up, but it's okay. You learn from these mistakes. But yeah, we need to clean it up, make it, because it's all sharp now, all the edges. We need to clean those up, sandpaper them off, put the sink in, drill the top hole where we want it, and start using this guy, I guess. I think we can use it for now. It's perfectly fine to be used. Yeah, I really don't mind about that. Okay, I'm gonna get over it. Yeah, we could still use it. It's super smooth. Yeah. It's definitely better than compared to what we had over there. You cannot even see it. It's much better. The last one was a bit of a nightmare. So this is definitely an improvement. So it's gonna be all good. I'm gonna have a counter for my birthday, even though it's not fully finished, but it's a counter. It's really stable though. It's super. Oh, by the way, the legs got stuck on the ground. Yeah. Yeah. The laminate is a bit messed up. It's not sticky anymore. Yesterday was super sticky, but yeah, we did another mistake. So yeah, we put the tarp on the bottom that we thought was waterproof, but it wasn't. Waterproof. And all the epoxy soaked through it. It did look waterproof, but it wasn't. So we make sure something is waterproof down there. Just use 100%. Just plastic. Or don't do it in your house. That is not any holes, because if there's the smallest hole, all of it's gonna be down. And we have a bit of a mess. Done a nice epoxy job of our floors. It's all epoxied in. We had some dirt epoxy, so we're scrubbing dirt for like an hour as well. Because, we didn't have the cleanest floors here, so we had to clean them before the epoxy dries, because the epoxy is gonna seal this dirt in, and you're gonna be there forever unless there's a way of removing epoxy. If you know a way of removing epoxy easily, let us know. We need to. We have some problems. Under the counter we don't care, because it's going to be all cabinets and probably going to be a floor on top of the on the bottom of the cabinets, so we don't care about that. But here where you're going to see it, we kind of want to clean it. I did scrub the shit out of it yesterday to have it clean all around. I did not care so much about the inside.
Yeah, we knew
because
that
it was just a mess
visible.
to clean just the outside. If I started cleaning the inside, it would be a nightmare.
Yesterday was a smell between. We didn't even smell it anymore because we were so stressed out. But it was.
I had a giant headache this morning when waking up, so that was from reading it too much in. It gives you a bit of a headache.
And I was puking all
We
night.
had the windows open all the time. We didn't even feel it, and we had 20 degrees with windows open for like 5 hours. How? I don't know, but yeah.
No, we had a smell of that and a smell of benzene and acetone, white spirit. So we had all the chemicals together. So today we just gotta go outside and breathe some.
Yeah, we're gonna go outside and relax a bit. And we did put also the 2020.
Yeah,
in
we
here.
showed
It's
you.
a bit 3D still because it didn't get fully covered, I think. But next coat it will get covered fully. It does look cool. It's fully there forever. We cannot remove it unless you cut it out.
No, unless you cut the corner off. But there's no point of taking it off.
Yeah. But that's it. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna see you in the next one where we hopefully fix this, or probably the next vlog is not gonna be to do with the counter because it's gonna take
We just want to let
many weeks for us to figure out what we want to do with it. But yeah, hope you enjoyed.
Maybe we're doing the goats.
Maybe we're gonna start doing the goats because that's what we need to do. Hope you enjoyed. We're gonna see you tomorrow. I'm going outside.
Not tomorrow,
Bye bye.
but whenever.
Next day. Yeah.
By the way, if you also know how to get epoxy off curtains and fabric, because we got it on the curtains.
Oh.